where do cannabinoids fit into the whole picture of the pharmaceutical industry? And actually, you know, we hear all these rumors about tobacco companies and all these different companies getting into growing and processing cannabis. You know, I'm assuming that you've done that in your research, you've picked up a lot of legitimate medical uses for it. So I'm wondering how it fits into the whole spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, there are two things that we tend, this country, and I don't know if this will happen with cannabis or not, but we go from one medical crisis to another, and then when we are fully up to our eyeballs on it, we move to the next one. What I mean by that is in the early 60s, it was Black Beauties, amphetamines, and diet clinics, and there were thousands of them across the country. Life magazine sent a very skinny reporter to 10 different diet clinics, and she came back with 1,500 amphetamine pills. That took to the end of the decade to close up, and then it became the benzos in terms of Valium and Xanax eventually, and they became, after 15 years, the big crisis that we had to close up. Then what was called the overprescription of Adderall and SSRIs and easy antidepressants and the side effects with younger patients, and then the opioid crisis. So what's next? The cannabis crisis in terms of overuse of cannabis. It will go from nowhere, where it wasn't allowed at all, or as a Schedule I drug, to thinking that it can cure everything. I'm not sure, but I know this: whatever legitimate purposes are found for medical reasons for cannabis, there will be a secondary use that is the more uncontrolled market, and that's what I call the supplement market. So CBD oils, CBD oils. The supplement market makes claims today that if you go into a vitamin shop or a Vitamin World or GNC, you'll see on the side of a box claims about a pill that could never be made by a pharmaceutical company about what that might do. The same extraordinary claims will be made about what I call the derivative products from cannabis, as well as what the drug industry does. So the real question is, will that become the next area for great over enthusiasm, where 15 years later we say, oh, there was a headache from that? I don't know. But I know at least it's not lethal. That's the one thing we have as a benefit that we'll never have again. It's not going to be like the opioid crisis. No matter how big cannabis becomes and cannabis side products, whether it's the tobacco industry or pharma companies pushing them, they're at least not going to be killing people.